But yeah, just he plays it still in like Earth, but that's it.
So now you have as D+, like if we kind of point and draw lines across lanes, you have a skill-based matchup topside where it's going to be Jax versus Fiora. Can go either way. You're fighting fire with fire. A lot more. It's a bit of a like, okay, yeah, Dundon, he's a smiling player. He's going to do it all the time. But if you're Dudu, you're like, oh, my coach is going to actually backhand me if I do this in this like 0-1 game state after we like if we actually do this and like I mess something up and we lose the game or I lose lane early because of this after we threw a game 1, like you're just like I'm not playing that game. I'm just not doing that, you know. Like I said, I respect. We talked about this in the first series. Upside having way more damage here and looking for more.
Deft is just gonna go for it. Okay, another auto not going to land as Young Jay is going to come in here. They do have a ward in this brush and he doesn't have Arcane Shift. There's the flash. Oh, does manage to get the Inspire. Deft. Oh, Arcane Shift, where is it? Not going to be back up in time. And Showmaker is going to get another kill onto Bulldog here in the mid lane as Kassadin.
Yeah, trying to put some extra pressure there with the Talia and then getting punished. You see it's a 5-game win streak here for Kassadin. Trying to put that extra pressure on, but Canyon is like, well, I know that Wukong is bot, so there's no risk inherently for me to come over here and just help Showmaker out. Showmaker baits that one in. So Kassadin gets an early kill. The Ezreal lane gets an early kill. It is traded back. Now, this has been Fiora favored, actually, this season.
Showmaker's getting taken down very low as well in the mid lane. He has level 6. Level 6 finally hit for Bulldog, as now he could join and try and add to this fight as Canyon. He may have to flash to try and get out of this one. He does. Seismic Shove in a great spot there for Bulldog.
Yeah, and actually some CS is denied from Deft as he has to come over there. Kellen was kind of awkwardly holding the wave under turret, so wasn't actually there to help out. Doesn't have the Arcane Shift that Ezreal has, so can't chase as quickly to come over there and get involved. So Guangdong Freaks just lost all the wind in their sails here for potentially coming over here and saying, no, D+, you cannot have this. We are the stronger early game comp.
And it's so unfair, right? Because Showmaker should be like severely weak because he's Kassadin.
Here comes Jax.
And Dudu does have the inside track. Showmaker now trying to chase after them. Does find the riposte as Canyon's going to go down. And that's a disaster. D+ here kind of on opposite sides of each other's mind there.
Yeah, just
Canyon left out to dry.
Yeah, Canyon left out. Not the best target selection there. As Flash goes down for Kellen down here.
Yeah, for some reason, off screen is now, he's going to follow after Tan. Gets the flash. And now Jun's trying to fight them. He sets up the big old
more out of this, but with the flash setup here, not going to commit any further, but still getting a little bit of an advantage.
Oh, that's another Glacial Prison. Bulldog this time doesn't have flash. Kellen is going to pick up the kill. He's like, I have to flash bottom lane, guys. I'm feeling a little bit worried. Showmaker, you can have the plate gold. And we'll be able to give it to him as Taeun takes a bit of poke damage from Deft. Bit of his own medicine there as he's not quite able to find the piece
back in the next 60 seconds or so. Feeling very good about where your scaling's at.
Seismic Shove going to get the flash out of Showmakers. We're going to check out this bottom side. As Canyon's here again. This is the most proactive I've seen Canyon all year. It's crazy. Another gank's going to work out as the Rift Herald thrown down here in the mid lane. Guangdong Freaks still able to fight back as a couple of turret shots is probably a few too many there for Young Jay. As Showmaker is going to poke Shelly in the eye.
Yeah, kind of a jump scare game here because there's action happening all over the map all the time. And Guangdong Freaks not able to turn the bottom side pick into a mid pick because they're against a Kassadin who has ult and of course can rift walk his way out of there. So yeah, you get some plate gold here, but Dudu actually,
it's pre-14 minutes.
If that Vital isn't placed back, he actually dies. I think he might actually die regardless.
Okay, yeah, Young Jay is just going to Cyclone him. Oh man, have you seen Twister? I used to get really scared of Twister, man.
I mean, it scared me as a kid real bad.
And then I spoke to my parents. Already picked up as, okay, Dudu, let's see how you get out of this one. The answer is you can't. And Canner is going to be able to pick that one up. So that is just another gank successful for Canyon. Like, Canyon has been, he's won every lane so far. Just everything. He's done everything. He's won every lane and the jungle. And also lost the Rift Herald.
Yeah.
Like, he's just done everything. He's done too much. Last game he did too little, and now he's done way too much, Wolf.
Yeah.
It's like,
well,
oh, man.
I mean, this should be a race for first brick here, but I think that will be just barely won by Guangdong Freaks. Gonna bites because I think we are heading to the late game. It is that Chemtech Soul, so you're not feeling great about like okay, we're going to be forcing fights early, but some of these mistakes here in the mid game cost him big.
Oh, Bulldog was actually out of vision when he stopwatched there, so Canyon's going to throw his ultimate into Narnia, but that's fine because that means he's stopped, and then Showmaker comes over and gets the kill. So it probably would have been better to save the stopwatch, to be honest. Kassadin now 2-0-1, and that's the entire reason why. I think if you had a Giga Scryer's Bloom, as we like to call it.
Scryer's Blossom.
Yeah. The one that makes you see good, real good. As Canyon finds another ulti. It's a bit of a drive-by as Jun finds a nice grenade, but it is not enough to save him. Canyon is now going to get challenged pretty grandly, and he will die. They get a free heal off it as well. Quandong Freak's going to answer nicely. That is a 1-for-1 in the end.
Yeah, support for a jungle, and you've got this Drake available, so pushing down to take this feels like a great opportunity now for the side of Kwangdong Freaks. So they're going to have to control these choke points and prevent it.
He was casted. Sometimes it just happens. Canyon, he can rotate over. We're going to fight here towards the bottom side, though. His Grand Challenge going to be issued. Cannon puts his back against the wall, but it's still going to be the challenge coming through. Counter-Strike comes down. There's the flash. Dudu going to still fight this one out, though. Oh, okay. We're Alcove Gaming. And there are too many wards. There's too much control as he comes around. That was a jump scare. Cannon's going to pick up the kill in the 1v1 and immediately teleports to the top lane. True Shot Barrage came down just to assist. I like that. Bit of moral support from some weaponry from...
All right, in mid.
All right, got a bit of a fight as Cannon's going to go down. Okay, nice little pick onto the jungler. Might be really important here as D+ now have to defend a potential Baron take from Kwandong Freaks.
Yeah, D+ here with no jungler. This is going to be so awkward. It's going to have to be a play from Kana. He's flashless too.
Yep, you have to fight this. You have to.
You have to. You absolutely do. Here comes Showmaker on the flank.
Yeah, Rift Walk. Bulldog getting taken down very low. There is the Null Sphere as Deft over the wall. Can they actually win the fight after this is the question as Grand Challenge comes through. Showmaker's going to need a few more of these Rift Walks to get out of this one. Does have enough, but that is Baron picked up. Kwandong Freaks back in the driver's seat well and truly.
Yeah, the timing of this too, right before Showmaker has his Rod of...
And also, he's pushed this wave all the way in. D+ don't want to lose 2 inhibitors off that though. As this turret, not long for the world. Now, the flank play to come in. It's Showmaker making his way through. They know about this, they have an inkling. Because he's been off the map for quite some time. Canyon going to go down extraordinarily low. Into the backline goes Showmaker. Grand Challenge is issued though as Dudu trying to get the work done. Cannon goes down.
You just back out now. You don't have to force anything more. This is a huge win for Kwangdong Freaks. They stopped the teleport there. They can go grab Soul Point.
Wow.
It's going to be a delay here. But they still have the...
One more time. The Baron was still up actually for another couple of seconds as Showmaker, oh, Youngjae has to go into his stopwatch. True Shot Barrage is going to sail through. He does manage to get Soul Point, but he'll give his life for it. On Def, that's very aggressive positioning as he spots the rest of the team. Cyclone does come out as now Dudu, he's in trouble. Showmaker rift walking after him. Can he find another lunge? Kellen's going to move on in. He does lunge over, but now they're taking the Fiora for a walk and Def comes over and picks up the kill. Nicely played by D+ here.
They don't pull the trigger on the Baron during that either. Oh, Taeyun losing so much more of his health. This should be D+ just grouping up for Baron now.
Yeah.
And if you're faster on this Baron, if maybe after that Def potential pick and his flash is down, you go for the Baron instantly. Maybe you trade a Fiora for Baron, but they're not fast enough on it. And now D+ totally back in the driver's seat.
There is a ward in this though. So Youngjae has the ability to come on over. All right, Kellen just lying in wait. Control ward coming down. Jun, oh my goodness, he is so incredibly low. In goes Canada to find Taeyun. Kellen's gonna flash on top of him. And they lock down the Varus. Depth is gonna be taken as well. So it's 1-for-1, but this Kassadin, the Kassadin is the problem. As Bulldog, he's going to get wiped out first. That's the first target of Showmaker here, the Herald of Doom for Kwandong Freaks. Maybe they don't need a Baron. They're just going to take this outer turret in mid lane first, and they'll move back to them, the purple one.
Yeah, that was a really long con play from Bulldog to try to wrap all the way around.
This ward, man. Guys, can we just sweep it? There it goes. Okay.
TP coming through.
Yeah, just kind of coming back to help this one as Dudu. Nothing he's going to be able to do.
Yeah, I mean, you lose TP to make sure you get this Baron, but I think with the Baron buff, you're not as worried about the Fiora. Your inhibitor has respawned. You know, I'm not going to nitpick this one from Cada.
Which is actually huge. A lot of value there as D+ getting control of this area. And look at all of this poke raining down.
Kana coming on the flank.
Yeah, he is. Let's see what this Counter-Strike looks like. My God, the Cyclone. It's also really good, but it is not good enough. Yeah, the Sejuani goes down, but it's another counter-strike to obliterate Kwangdong Freaks. They were already behind, but I think this was the backbreaker.
Oh, it absolutely was. Kana just gets over there with the hard engage coming through from D+. They just...
How did Jaxers get away with this every game, Wolf?
Well, I mean, this time there was, like, Kwangdong Freaks are trapped on this Drake. Like, they have no other options. There's no side lane angle. There's no more win conditions here. So Kana gets to walk all the way around, and then look at Canyon. He's like, as Young Jay just keeps threatening flanks and keeps getting away with it. And D+ are doing this Baron.
Yeah, and that's all because Deft is arcane shifting after the jungler and pushing him further south. Like this Baron, like they had no way of actually getting any vision. The map became way too dark, and I think Kwangdong Freaks have collapsed under the pressure in this game, much like game number 1, but still proud of this team, man. I can't help it. I'm still really proud of how they've been playing as Canyon takes a lot of damage.
Dudu
gonna be able to get the Drake, but can they actually win the fight is the question. Oh, they pick up the Jax! That's not gonna be the counter-strike value that we were looking for.
Oh, certainly not, and now they should be able to just kind of kite their way out of here and push towards this inhibitor.
Man, think about it. If that was an Infernal Soul... As this is with Baron, by the way, guys. Oh, the flank from Canyon is just massive. Showmaker, yeah, he's going to be able to get in there. The Talia is already dead, and now Deft, alongside Showmaker on this Kassadin, are just going to mop the floor with them. Showmaker still has the Zhonya's Hourglasses. Dudu, can he do it again? I think the answer might be no, but he's still alive. He's flashing. The GA is going to be popped onto Deft. And he will be put down in the end. I thought maybe we'd have another one of those doo-doo moments, but we don't. That's going to be the ace. And the dream was so close to being a live Wolf.
Yeah, and all of these longer fights, you're never going to win as Kwangdong Freaks because you're up against this nearly full build Kassadin. He went Deathcap.
8-0-10.
He went Deathcap, he skipped the Morel Namga just sitting on an Oblivion Orb, and he can end these games. Deft and Kassadin are on basically 2 late team fighting champions. Like
I like how you say Deft and Kassadin because Showmaker is kind of Kassadin here in the LCK.
Sorry, I meant to say Kassadin and Ezreal.
No, I like it.
Okay, well this is the end of the game.
It is certainly the end of the game. That is going to be another ace picked up here. There's been a lot of chem tech put down onto this Rift, but it was not enough for Kwangdong Freaks. Nexus goes down. There's the 2-0 for D+ Kia.
Yeah. Well, I had to put the Kassadin vote down. I had to do it. I thought the whole game.
Oh no, it's the Canyon vote. Quickly, pick it up. Canyon vote.
No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't.